Hey everyone, it's Skylar. Welcome back to my channel, and we're on to day 26 of 30 Days of November challenge month. Now, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. So the next 5 films are completely chosen by random. These are 5 films that I've never ever reviewed, but I'm going to review for my channel. So of course we're going to start with day 26 of 30 Days of November challenge month. And I've written it in this book because I wanted to separate it. Oh, my nose is itchy. And I've chosen a movie also from 1974 because day 25 was from 1974. I've actually chosen the movie Chinatown, which I actually watched at the beginning of the month, so that's why I wanted to review it later on. It is directed by that controversial director that James Boss doesn't like, and he's done a video all about this director, which is Roman Polanski. Produced by Robert Evans, written by Robert Town, starring Jack Nicholson as J.J. Gates, Faye Dunnaway as Evelyn Cross Mulray, John Hillerman as Russ E.L. Burton, Terry Lopez as Lieutenant Lou Escobar, Burt Young as Curly, John Huston as Noah Cross, Daryl Zwirling as Hollis I. Mulray, Diane Ladd as Ida Sessions, Roy Jensen as Claude Mullyhill, Roman Polanski as the Man with the Knife, Dick Backerline as Detective Loach, Joe Mantell as Lawrence Walsh, Bruce Glover as Duffy, James Hong as Khan, because of my writing it's hard to understand, sorry, which is Evelyn's brother, Beulah Quo as the maid, Roy Roberts as Mayor Bagby, Noble Willingham as the councilman, Rance Howard as irate farmer, Belinda Palmer as Catherine Cross, music by Jerry Goldsmith, cinematography by John A. Alonzo, edited by Sam Osteen, production company by Paramount Penthouse Long Road Productions, Robert Evans' company, distributed by Paramount Pictures, release date 20th of June 1974. Movie starts off with a woman that identifies herself as Evelyn Mulray, hires a private investigator by the name of J.J. Gates to follow her husband, Hollis Mulray, who is the chief engineer for the Los Angeles Department of Water and Power. Gates follows him and hears him publicly oppose the making of a new reservoir and shoots photos of him with a young lady and gets published on the front page of the next day's newspaper. Then back at his office, Gates is confronted by the real Evelyn Mulray, who tells him that he's getting a lawsuit against him. Then he finds out that he was set up. Gates thinks that Mulray's husband is the real target, but before he can be questioned, Lieutenant Lou Escobar finds Mulray drowned from a reservoir under retainer to Mrs. Mulray. Gates investigates his suspicions of murder and finds that lots of water are released every night. The land is actually dry. Gates is sent away by the security chief of the water department and his henchman, who slashes Gates' nose. Back at the office, Gates receives a phone call from Ida Sessions, who tells Gates that she was the imposter, but is scared to tell Gates who her employer was, but tells Gates to check out the obituaries. Gates then finds out that Mulray's business partner is in fact his wife's father, Noah Cross. Then at lunch and his club, Cross tells Geit that he does not understand the forces at work and offers double to find Mulray's missing mistress. At the Hall of Records, Geit finds out the Northwest Valley has changed ownership and investigates the valley and is attacked by the landowners, and they believe he's an agent of the water department, trying to force them by tampering with their water supply. Geit then thinks that the water department is drying the land so it can be brought at a lower price, and that Mulray was killed when he found out about the plan. He finds out that a retirement home resident is one of the new landowners and bought the property a week after his death. Evelyn and Geit bluff their way into the home and confirm that the real estate dealers are surreptitiously completed in the names of the residents. After fleeing Mulville Hill and his gang, as well as Geit and Evelyn, they hide at Evelyn's house and sleep together. Then the next day, Evelyn has to leave suddenly and warns Geit that her father is dangerous. Then Geit follows her car to a house where he spies at her through the windows as she confronts Mulray's mistress. He then accuses Evelyn of holding the other woman against her will, but then tells him that in fact it's her sister. The next day, a mysterious call gets Geit to Ida Sessions' apartment and finds that she has been killed, and Escobar waits for his arrival. Escobar tells him that the coroner's report found salt water in Mulray's lungs, saying that he did not drown in the reservoir. Escobar suspects Evelyn of the murder and tells Geit to get her quickly. Geit finds her at her mansion and finds her servants packing her things and realises that her pond water has salt in the water and finds a pair of bifocals in it. He then confronts Evelyn about her sister after Geit slaps her and tells him that Catherine is her sister and her daughter, and that her father raped her at the age of 15, and says the glasses are not Mulray's as he did not wear glasses. Geit arranges the women to go to Mexico and tells Evelyn to meet him at her butler's home in Chinatown, and summons Cross to the Mulray home to settle their deal. Cross admits his intentions to annex the Northwest Valley into the city of Los Angeles and develops it. Geit accuses Cross of killing Mulray. Cross takes the glasses and he and his men force Geit at gunpoint to drive them to the woman, and they reach the Chinatown address in which the police are already there and arrest Geit. Then Cross goes up to Catherine and Evelyn, shoots him in the arm and drives away with Catherine. The police start shooting and kills Evelyn. Cross then grabs Catherine and takes her away. Then Escobar orders Geit to be released, and Lawrence Walsh tells him to forget it. To forget it, Jake, it's Chinatown. The end. My thoughts on Chinatown. I need my drink again. Quick thought. Even though I don't know much about Roman Polanski's film, I did really enjoy the story behind this, and of course Jack Nicholson. He was absolutely fantastic as the private investigator, and Faye Dunnaway, she knocked it out the park as Evelyn Cross Mulray. And I like the fact that it was a fantastic story. It was like a little murder, and they hired a whole private investigator to find out what's going on and who's this and who's that. It would, to be honest, it was a great story. It was a great story. To be honest, I can't fault the movie at all. It's a movie, to be honest, I'll watch the movie again. It's highly recommendable. So, of course, a quick rating for this film, I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10. Like, although I did enjoy the movie, the only thing I would say is I would like to watch more of Roman Polanski's films and compare them. But also, they had great actors in it, and it had a great concept and a great story behind it, which you need in like murder mystery films. Which I felt this was like a murder mystery film, and it was a great fun watching it. So of course, I hope you liked the review. Stay gory and have unpleasant dreams, and I'll see you in the next part, which will be day 27. So bye bye.